on down to JT and Caleb's Horse Karate Dojo.
I routinely like to try and put myself in the shoes of people over the years that had a really shitty time. Like, imagine getting called up as a Russian soldier in World War II, and you're just an expendable 22.5 million person.
Yeah, 22
We're not even going to give
people.
you a gun. Like,
You don't need one.
Oh, by the way, like, we don't really have boots for you, so we just need you to go that way.
Just go west.
Towards all the, you see where all the tracers are coming and all that machine gun fire? Yeah, just walk that way.
Yeah.
Like, the breakdown in leadership, like, or like I've thought of, like, I watched some really cool YouTube videos on boats from, like, the 14th century, like British's, like, gigantic fucking warships.
Oh, yeah.
They had 400 and 500 people on there. And, like, one of them broke down every crew member, where it's like this is how many just boatswain's mates they were. They were the lowest ranking, nothing. You know, they had like 14 officers. You had 4 warrant officers. It was 3 shifts. You shared a hammock, like, and you're out to sea for 2 years of your life.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. You think about all the incredible things that humans have been able to accomplish in the last, I don't know, well, depending on what you believe, if we've been around for, you know,
2,000,
2 million.
Yeah.
You know, I've always thought it was interesting in the genetic evolution of human beings, which I know nothing about, but I've just attempt to summarize, because there's Homo sapien, there's like all the different, we'll call them genetic lines of Homo sapien, which would be like Homo habilis, Homo sapien, and then you've got like Neanderthal, and how the Homo sapiens essentially just killed off and then outbred the Neanderthals to the point where we are who we are today.
Or was there a gap?
Could have been.
Yeah. I mean, what's odd, though, is, I mean, just looking at the climate in Europe versus the climate in the U.S., why wasn't the native population in the U.S. 10x? Because the climate is just a lot less extreme.
It's the same. Like, it's the same. If you think about it, I mean, Europe's big. Yeah. America's big. Like, you have everything from the coast of
but
Spain
they didn't have
and Italy.
near the numbers Europe did, which is.
Well, I think that's the way the gene flow worked. Because when you looked at the way gene flow worked out of Africa, and then it went from like the Horn of Africa into Europe, that's like the way that humans essentially habitated the Earth. Was if they were originating in Africa, they still had to make their way around the world, but they went to Europe next.
Oh.
I don't know why the fuck I remember that, and nor I'm Scientific American, I guess.
Aren't we like
it's a stump? It's Scientific American. It's $9.95
and the Tigris is pretty much where we started.
No, that's civilization.
Oh, okay.
But humans, as we know them, like we'll call them bipeds, just people walking around. That's like Africa. If you think about I think the original skull, and they've found different ones, but the original one was Lucy. Was the original Homo sapien or Homo habilis. I forget exactly what line it was, but that was a skull that essentially brought to light that this was like, you know, we'll call it 250,000 years old. But then genetic evolution, and then when you take in a time frame of the way that the climate has changed, because there's one thing that's constant, it's always in change, right? Over the course of the last 250,000 years.
We're on a 100,000 year orbit cycle,
right?
Like that, you know.
If you
a
believe
portion
in that,
of that,
you're a flat earther.
We are
right?
farther away from the sun, and things get really cold, and we have an ice age for.
But
like
you're a flat earther.
No,
you're not.
No.
This would be awesome if you said yes. If you're like, oh, fuck, I'm a flat earther, dog.
I think about like just the fucking first march for the Crusades, and then imagine you're the pike holder, like lowest to the totem pole, and it's like, where are we walking? They're like, you're just gonna walk. Like, you don't realize it's like a 1,600 mile fucking journey Like, and then what if you break your ankle like the third day? Just roll it on a rock. Like,
you're still walking.
You're just getting whipped.
You're still
like,
walking.
Like until you die. Like essentially, like your foot's only gonna, because you know this happened.
Yeah.
Your ankle's only gonna get worse. Like even if you just sprain it, like, and you're like day 4 of.
Well, I mean, think about just like a normal injury that we would get, like you just said, like a sprained ankle. You still gotta walk.
Yeah.
Or
we kill you.
Or you
like,
you know,
oh, catch up, guys.
you pull a hammy. Like, oh, I pulled a hammy out here, and then you're like, oh no, you can't.
And then eventually, someone on a horse is going to get fed up with you being slow,
Yeah,
and they're
and
just
they're
going to
gonna
fucking put an
just
arrow
put
through
an
your
arrow
neck.
in you, yeah.
Like,
You're
and
holding
also you had no choice on whether or not you wanted to go on this crusade, like, or not.
You can't do your health plunge, you know, your health pods, where you're like, I got to dip my ice bath in here this morning. Oh man, I gotta get my recover on, dude. I gotta jump on Heberman. I gotta see what the latest peptides are that I gotta take and get my ice bath before I hit the road again and become an indentured servant for a foreign lands army.